This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti Ololade. The major headlines. ISWAP threat. Southwest, North Central states on high alert. Ex-Minister Turaki emerged Northern PDP consensus candidate for chairmanship. Foreign portfolios tripled to 1.8 trillion naira all-time high in Q3. Enugu governor meets Tinubu after defecting to APC. Sports. Osimhen inspires Turkish champions to back-to-back UCL win. Green Falcons beat Ireland on debut to reach final. Entertainment. Obama honors Fela Kuti in new podcast, Fear No Man. News in detail. ISWAP threat. Southwest, North Central states on high alert. Following the Department of State Services alert on Tuesday that there was a plot by the Islamic State West African province to attack Ondo and Kogi states, states have activated surveillance and counter-terror measures against the ISWAP plot. Kogi shares a boundary with 10 states. They include Benue in the east, Anambra in the south, Enugu in the southeast, Edo in the southwest, and Ondo in the west. Others are Ekiti in the west, Kwara in the west, Niger in the north, Nasarawa in the northeast, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Concerned by the development, the state governors have called on residents to remain calm and vigilant, assuring that they have fortified the security system to thwart any attacks. The Department of State Services had on Tuesday alerted the Nigerian Army to an alleged plot by ISWAP to launch coordinated attacks on communities in Ondo and Kogi states. In a confidential letter addressed to the commander of the 32 Artillery Brigade, Akure, the secret police warned of imminent attacks by ISWAP terrorists and urged heightened surveillance and security deployment across vulnerable areas. Ex-Minister Turaki emerged Northern PDP consensus candidate for chairmanship. Leadership of the People's Democratic Party in the North have endorsed former Minister of Special Duties Taminu Turaki as their consensus candidate for the position of national chairman ahead of the party's convention slated for November in Ibadan, Oyo State. Adamawa State Governor Ahmed Fintiri, who made the announcement on behalf of the zone after a meeting of Northern PDP leaders in Abuja on Wednesday night, declared Turaki the consensus candidate, noting that any aspirant unsatisfied with the decision is free to contest. Turaki is a distinguished legal expert with extensive experience spanning constitutional law, election petition litigation, commercial arbitration, cross-border and international criminal law, intellectual property, oil and gas, and mergers and acquisitions. He previously served as the Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs and also held the position of Supervising Minister of Labour and Productivity during the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Foreign portfolios tripled to 1.8 trillion naira all-time high in Q3. Foreign portfolio transactions in Nigeria tripled to all-time high of 1.8 trillion naira by the third quarter, underlining the increasing attraction of the Nigerian market as a destination for global capital. Latest reports on foreign portfolio participation in Nigeria obtained yesterday showed that total foreign portfolio transactions rose to 1.841 trillion naira by third quarter, ended September 30, 2025, compared with 696.9 billion naira recorded in the comparable period of 2024. It was the highest performance within such a period. The latest report also indicated, for the first time in recent period, significant upside for the Nigerian market, with more inflows than outflows in two-way transactions, characteristics of foreign portfolio investments. The 9th-month report showed a net surplus of 220 billion naira by third quarter 2025, as against deficits of 75 billion naira recorded by third quarter 2024. Total foreign inflows rose from 311 billion naira in third quarter 2024 to 1.03 trillion naira in third quarter 2025. Foreign outflows, however, increased from 385.9 billion naira to 810.4 billion naira. The report on FPIs coordinated by Nigerian Exchange is widely regarded as a measure of the macroeconomic outlook. The report included transactions from nearly all custodians and capital market operators. Enugu governors meet Tinubu after defecting to APC. Governor Peter Umba of Enugu State on Wednesday met with President Bola Tinubu at the State House Abuja a few days after defecting from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress. Umba disclosed details of the meeting in a post on X, formerly Twitter, where he said discussions focused on strengthening collaborations between Enugu State and federal government. Today, I had the honor of meeting with His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the State House Abuja. We discussed ways of strengthening collaboration between Enugu State and the federal government to deliver greater prosperity for our people. Enugu remains fully committed to playing its part in building a stronger, united, and more prosperous Nigeria. Umba wrote. Federal government moves to reform revenue collection, pricing of services. The federal government has moved to reform revenue collection and prices of services by ministries, departments, and agencies. It has launched the Federal Treasury Receipt, a groundbreaking report that provides a single, standardized, and digitally verifiable proof of all payments made into the federal government account. The FTR ensures that every government-issued receipt directly corresponds to funds received into government accounts. This strengthens accountability, closes revenue leakage, and improves public trust in the management of natural resources. The FTR is being deployed alongside the central billing system, which standardizes the pricing and billing of government services. Lagos moves to close old dump sites, strengthen waste management. The Lagos State government has announced plans to decommission major landfills that has outlived their usefulness as part of efforts to improve waste management and environmental sustainability across the state. The State Commissioner of the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, disclosed this in a post on X, formerly Twitter, on Wednesday after a meeting with all 57 local governments and local council development area chairmen. Wahab said the move was part of the state's broader strategy to build a cleaner, flood-free Lagos, through improved coordinations between states and local authorities. We are decommissioning landfills like Olushosu and Solos 3 that has outlived their usefulness, while ensuring that functional ones like Ekpe remain active and efficient, he stated. The meeting held at the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources also had in attendance the Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiemi, Commissioner for Lagos Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, Bolaji Robert, Secretary to the State Government, Bimbola Salu Undeyin, Special Advisor on the Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, as well as permanent secretaries and heads of agencies. Stray bullets killed tricycle rider outside Lagos brothel. A yet-to-be-identified tricycle rider has been killed by a stray bullet outside a brothel in the Badon area of Ajah, Lagos State. It was learned that the incident occurred on Sunday, October 12, 2025. It was gathered that the deceased had gone to the brothel to relax after the day's work, but later stepped out to purchase an item from a nearby shop. The assailant, whose number could not be ascertained, thereafter stormed the area and began shooting sporadically. A police source in the area, who spoke on Wednesday on condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to speak on the matter, said one of the stray bullets struck the tricycle rider, killing him on the spot. We are told that the man had just finished work that evening and went to the brothel to relax and have fun. Shortly after, he stepped out to buy bottled water since the one sold inside was a bit expensive. While he was at a nearby shop, some men believed to be cultists drove past the area and started shooting aimlessly. One of the bullets hit him and he died instantly, the source narrated. Sports. Osimhen inspires Turkish champions to back-to-back UCL win. Galatasaray claimed a 3-1 win over Bodo Glimt in the UEFA Champions League, thanks to a brace from Victor Osimhen. The Turkish champions recorded back-to-back European victories, having won just one of their previous 18 main draw matches. Osimhen opened the scoring in the 3rd minute, beating Nikita Aykin with a clinical finish. He doubled Galatasaray's lead in the 33rd minute rounding Aiken and sliding the ball into the empty net after a lax back pass from Frederick Andre Brojon. Galatasaray continued to dominate with Osimhen's third goal setting up Yunus Akun to score the third. Bodo Glimt pulled one back through Andres Elmesen's header, but Galatasaray's win was never in doubt. With this victory, Galatasaray has recorded 2 victories and 1 defeat in their opening 3 games, moving up the Champions League standings. Osimhen has become the sole holder of the record for scoring in the most consecutive European games, surpassing former Galatasaray striker Burak Yilmaz. Green Falcons beat Ireland on debut to reach final. Nigeria's women's national rugby league team, the Green Falcons, marked their first ever appearance at the Women's Rugby League World Series with a commanding 10-0 victory over Ireland in the semi-final clash held in Canada on Monday night. The Falcons announced their arrival on the global stage in style at 8:30 West African time as Fedelia Omogban opened the scoring with Nigeria's first try of the tournament, igniting celebrations amongst fans and supporters worldwide. The momentum continued when Rachel Ilia, covered brilliantly by Shondel Akubwa, stomped through the Irish defence with a blistering run, securing Nigeria's second try and sealing a memorable win. With this incredible debut, Nigeria has now booked a spot in the grand final, where they will face Fiji Women's Rugby League team in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Entertainment. Obama honors Fela Kuti in new podcast, Fear No Man. Former US President Barack Obama has paid tribute to legendary Afrobeat artist Fela Anikulapo Kuti, describing him as a unique figure in musical history who mixed art with activism. He described Fela as a musical genius from Nigeria who fused funk, jazz, and soul into what became known worldwide as Afrobeat. Obama said this in a viral video posted on the social media account on Wednesday night, where he urged fans to listen to a podcast series dedicated to the story of Fela, titled Fela Kuti, Fear No Man. The 12-episode podcast commemorates the life and legacy of the late Afrobeat pioneer on higher grounds, a podcast owned by Obama and his wife, Michelle Obama. You may have heard our documentary podcast last year about Stevie Wonder called The Wonder of Stevie. Well, I want to be the first to tell you about the next podcast from higher grounds that just came out. It's about the legendary Fela Kuti. It's a musical genius from Nigeria who made some music that I really love, combining funk, jazz, and soul into a whole new genre called Afrobeat. It's a beautiful show about a unique figure in musical history who mixed art with activism, Obama said. Recap of the major headlines. ISWAP threats. Southwest, Northwest states on high alert. Ex-Minister Turaki emerges Northern PDP consensus candidate for chairmanship. Foreign portfolios triple as 1.8 trillion naira all-time high in Q3. Enugu government meets Tinubu after defecting to APC. Sports. Osimhen inspires Turkish champions to back-to-back UCL win. Green Falcons beat Ireland on debut to reach final. Entertainment. Obama honors Fela Kuti in new podcast, Fear No Man. Follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 09122227433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti Ololade. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a lovely day. God bless Ifako Giant.